Oh! What is up, fellas? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. We're talking a little Scream 7, a little Terrifier 3, a little Smile 2, a little bit of everything tonight. You know, in the realm of horror. in the realm of horror, in the realm of movies, we can talk a little bit, little Deadpool and Wolverine, too, if we want. I don't care. I'm excited about that, too. Tell you what. We have a lot to talk about, though, so let's just get right on into it. The moment I said Deadpool and Wolverine, a super chat came in from Michael about that. That is so funny. We're going to get to that in a second. I see all your guys' comments. Oh my God, it's so wonderful to see so many of you here so early. It's wonderful. It's been a while since I've been live. We have a brand new membership program, which I'm going to be giving out 5 free memberships tonight to some of you wonderful people. Very excited for that too. So 5 people are walking away with free memberships tonight to see what the new program is all about. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't want to bore you with that. I want to get into the horror, let's be honest. But let's get to this. Let's see what everyone's up to. My Chunky Jordy has just become a YouTube member. Thank you so much for signing up for the new program. Really appreciate that. Again, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but brand new episodes of horror hot takes every single Friday. I think I'm going to do Evil Dead 2013 for this week because we don't have any Art the Clown patrons quite yet. But if there's anyone who wants to sign up for that tonight, that's the top tier, only like $10. It's not $25 like how it used to be. You can suggest the movie that we watch next time. It's a very fun little membership program. I'm very excited to be kicking it off this week. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you for signing up for it. It means more than ever right now. So thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Dawson's Creek is with us tonight. Yo. Dawson is always like on the gun, ready to go for these streams. I love it. What's up, fella? How you doing? Can't wait to see the trailer on Wednesday for Terrifier 3. And I like the Santa art photo they posted today. I sure do too. You know we're going to be talking about it, my friend. Cannot wait for the trailer on Wednesday. Might do a little stream afterwards. I can't. I'm so excited. Like I don't even have the words to say too much about it. But I'm very excited. I can't wait to see it this Wednesday. I feel like I've been waiting for it since the teaser trailer from last November. Been counting the days since then. Anthony is with us as well. Can't make it to this one. Catch the next one. That's all good. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Duke is saying, "What's up?" What is up, my dude? How's it going? I can't do it that well, but this fella can.
What's up?
What's up, fella? How's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you. IDK is saying, yo. Welcome in. Julian Perez is saying, since the T3 trailer got a release date, do you think there could be a 4th or even 5th Terrifier movie? Yeah, with the way that Damian Leone is talking about it. I posted a video talking about the big new update today. If you guys missed it, go check it out. It's doing pretty good. I hate to be so full of myself, but it's a 1 out of 10 YouTube video, which is very good if you know anything about YouTube. Makes me very happy. Very much so appreciate that. He is talking about how Art the Clown can work in so many different situations. One of the quotes directly from him, and I'm going to paraphrase this because I don't have it memorized. I wish I had that good of a memory, was that Art the Clown, you put him in a Santa costume, it reinvents the character. So what other costumes, what other scenarios can we throw Art the Clown into next? I'm sure he has some ideas. Terrifier 3 is probably going to make some good money, considering that the last one that was made for $250,000 made a little over $15 million. This one's being made for $2 million. Are we going to see those profit margins just go and fucking skyrocket? I think so. We'll just have to see, though, Julian. I can't wait for this October, baby. Easton Plays, what's up? Is there still gifted memberships? Then please. I got you, dog. Like I said, 5 people in the chat are going to be getting memberships tonight. So I'm very excited for that. We're going to do that here in just a bit. So stay tuned. It's a little roulette. 5 people out of the 40. Who knows? Who knows who's going to get it? Paula Fitzhenry. What's up, Paula? How's it going? Hi. Hello. Welcome. JT Owsley, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate it. Much love from Central Ohio. Your streams are fire. Much love from Northeast Ohio, my friend. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I'm making so many YouTube friends in Ohio, and it's wonderful. Dylan from Splattercast, also from this area, which is so cool. All of my YouTube buddies were from, like, scattered across the country or even in other countries. So I'm happy to finally have made some that are actually in the area. It's very nice. Not to discriminate against my other friends. I love everybody. Love everybody equally. But it's also nice to have some Ohio people here, JT. So I love it. I love to see it. Thank you for the $2. Really do appreciate you supporting the page and just hanging out with me tonight. So thank you. Thanks for being here. Papa Bear is with us too. Love the SpongeBob profile picture. Words are hard. What's up, Jake? Those 4 new images we got from Terrifier 3 look sick. Yes, they do. I didn't even bring up the one in in the video today because honestly, I was gonna say the same old bullshit that I'm usually on with this. He's in a fucking attic. Look at the window in the background, dog. Yeah, my guy's killing up there, pulling a Black Christmas. Come on now. You don't want to hear me go on that rant anyways. Love this picture of Victoria Hayes looking like a fucking zombie. Sick as fuck. No idea what they're going to do with this one. Probably my favorite photo of the bunch. We also have Sienna, technically our first shot of her from the movie. Love it. She's looking scared as heck. Probably looking at Art the Clown ripping apart her brother. That's just my theory at least. And then here's Arthur the Clown with his brand new set of shades. Ooh, those are looking badass. I love it. I love that he's got some new glasses. Makes me so happy. We'll talk more about those, though, momentarily, I'm sure. God, it's an exciting week. I can't wait to get into all this. Mary is with us as well. What's up, Mary? Any Smile 2 and Borderlands news? We've seen some promotional stuff for Borderlands recently. Nothing crazy that I can think of off the top of my head. I want to say that they're posting stuff without Jack Black, too, which is odd. If you know everything going on with, Tenacious D and all that, you might have an idea as to why. I don't know. Whatever, man. Crazy shit. But Borderlands, rock on. Can't wait to see it this August, I believe is when it comes out. And then Smile 2, I'm even more excited for, I believe coming out in October. So can't wait for both of those. Got some good stuff coming up. Wild Boy Movies is saying can't wait for that Terrifier 3 trailer. 48 hours away, people. We're getting there, Wild Boy Movies. I can't wait. I'm an excited fella, let me tell you. Antitus is with us too. Dude, thanks for the $5. I really appreciate your support of the page. Saying, I watched a first-time watch action movie last night called Backdraft 1991. Have you seen it before, Jake? Dude, I'm going to be real. Action movies and a lot of dramas are such a blind spot for me, which is bad. Like, I don't know. It's always been horror movies, comedies, kids movies. Like, ask me about any of those, I got you. A lot of action movies, man, I have not seen. Like, I've seen Die Hard, I've seen that. I don't know, John Wick, these big ones that everyone has seen pretty much. I don't know, I've not seen this. Backdraft. Okay, this looks cool. Chicago firefighting brothers, Steven Kurt Russell. Oh, okay. Brian, William Baldwin. Decent cast. Have been rivals since childhood. Brian, struggling to prove himself, transfers to the arson unit. There he aids Don, who is Robert De Niro, oh my god, in his investigation into a spate of fires involving oxygen-induced infernos called backdrafts. And some other stuff happens. Okay, awesome. I love it. I gotta watch this at some point, Antinous. I do gotta watch some more action movies. Lots of blind spots there. Some of the bigger ones I definitely have not seen. But very good stuff, though. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll have to put this on at some point. So, Antinous, thank you for the 5. Really do appreciate you. Love your Chucky profile picture, too. Paul is asking a good question here, too, which I love. If I could cast anyone from the Terrifier franchise in Scream 7, who would it be? Lauren Lavera. Like, top of the list. I would put Lauren in a Scream movie. That would be awesome. I think she's great. Excellent, just actress in general. I'd love to see her play some kind of side or supporting character in the Scream movies. Maybe even an opening kill. I mean, I'm just saying, that would be kind of dope, right? It's like Scream killing the Terrifier girl right in the opening. That'd be really fun, I think. So, I'm all about that, Paula. That would be dope. Jace is with us, too. What's up, Jace? How's it going? Michael Myers on a skateboard is your profile picture. Gnarly, bro. Love it. Don't drop that pumpkin. What's up, fella? How's it going? Malum is with us, too. Excited for Terrifier 3. You're a clown with an awesome hat, so I can imagine you are. You must feel represented by these movies. It's awesome. Good stuff. I love the profile picture, though, man. Great stuff. Jonathan Nichols, hey yo, what's up, peace, brother? How's it going? Spooky Time Studios is saying hi, hello. Does it get spooky over at Spooky Time Studios? I bet it does. Bob Geeks Out Over Pop Culture is saying, are we really getting the Terrifier 3 trailer this week? Yes, USA Today confirms it, baby, on Wednesday. We're getting it Wednesday, baby. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for it. Dying to check this one out. And your boy will be covering it, doing a video, probably a live stream, let's be honest. But I am starting a brand new series of live streams starting this Friday. The 12 streams of Artemis leading up to the Terrifier 3 coming technically in 12 weeks. There will be 12 streams building up hype for this movie because, of course, we are all very excited for it. So check that out on Friday. Your boy's streaming on Fridays again, which is nice. Stupid Fizz, what's up, man? How's it going? What's up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Michael Parton, thanks for the $2, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, Jake, am I going to review Deadpool and Wolverine? Yes, I have my tickets for Thursday. I had to fight a small child to get them, dear God. If you have not gotten your Deadpool and Wolverine tickets yet, get them now. Like, get them right now. I'm not even kidding, dude. Barely got them. I'm sitting, like, in the second row. I'm going to be looking like this the whole time, probably. My poor neck, rest in peace. Dear God. But yes, I will be reviewing it. I am excited for the film. Probably the last Marvel movie I'm going to see in the theaters, if I'm being real. But still going to check it out. I like the first two Deadpools, so this should be good, hopefully. A lot of history with this film, too. We got Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. This is his 10th appearance as the character, and I believe it's the first time he's wearing, like, the iconic yellow and blue suit from the comics. So there's a lot to love about Deadpool and Wolverine already. I haven't even seen it yet. So I think this one's going to be good. Fingers crossed Disney doesn't water it down too much. But thank you for the $2, Michael. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you. Who else is hanging out with us? RP Film Studio. What's up, fella? How's it going? Heard about the trailer coming Wednesday for Terrifier 3. Funny, I put out a post on Threads about when we can expect to see the trailer, and David Howard Thornton liked it. Oh, very nice. See, they're hyping it up, man. They've been hyping it up for a bit, which is interesting. I think Elliot Fulham and not David Howard Thornton, Damien Leone, they both posted something regarding a trailer coming soon. And of course, now it's confirmed to be coming Wednesday. Makes sense, right? I'm very excited for it. I don't expect a full ass like 3-minute long trailer, by the way. I'm expecting this to be like 1.5 to 2 minutes. If I had to guess. Damien Leone does not like longer trailers, usually, his typical track record, and also pretty much the entire cast and crew has said this is a teaser trailer, specifically. So, I'm no complaints from this guy. I don't want to see too much from it. I want a little bit, but I'm already theorizing about a lot of sequences and stuff from the public marketing of this movie. I already feel like I got some stuff figured out. I don't want to have too much figured out before the movie actually comes out. So, give us just a little taste of what's to come. Give us some shots of the characters being the characters, not too many kills spoiled. I just want to see a little something, little taste of what's to come. That's it. Josh is with us tonight. What's up, bro? How's it going? Seems like Damien Leone was not joking when he said that part 3 is going to be the darkest as far as the tone based on the new images. Yeah, I mean, they are dark. I mean, look at that. Not a whole lot of light. Not a whole lot of light there. Not a whole lot of light there. A little more light, admittedly, but it's Alien versus Predator Requiem in this bitch. Damn, brutal. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I do believe it's going to be a dark film filled with some brutal kills, hopefully upping the ante. Damien Leone again wants to do that. He wants to bring the spice this time around, make it something crazier than it's ever been before. Can he top Terrifier 2, though? That's the big question. I also will say this. For those of you who have not seen In a Violent Nature, no worries, no spoilers, because I know that I don't believe it's on Shudder yet, which is crazy. Put that on Shudder already, goddamn. There is a kill in that film, in my opinion, that rivals Terrifier, man. So Terrifier 3 better step it up. That's all I'm saying. Terrifier 3's got some competition, so we'll just have to see if they top that kill or not. Because there's a kill in question from that new slasher movie that rocks. So. Eric Cartman from South Park is with us tonight. What's up, fella? While no announcements of the cast yet, The Long Walk has begun filming. A Reddit user posted yesterday pictures of tanks, army trucks, and 70s vehicles being prepped or prepared for filming. Thoughts? Oh, dude, I'm very excited. Eric, I'm also very excited for the Glenn Powell movie. What is it? It's Edgar Wright's take on The Running Man, I believe. I'm very excited for that. That's one of my that's a favorite from back in the day. It's a very underrated Schwarzenegger film in my opinion. It's not perfect by any means, but Schwarzenegger does all these like sci-fi action movies that I love. Listen, I might have a blind spot on just typical action movies, but when it comes to sci-fi and action, you mix those two things together. Ooh, I'm all about it. Some of my favorites come from that little era of Schwarzenegger's career. If it's Total Recall, oh my God, I can't think of the other one. It's like The Last Day or something like that. He's got a lot of good ones, though, in that realm that I'm completely forgetting about. Total Recall is the only one that's coming to mind, though, and I love that film to death. One of my favorite movies of all time, like without a doubt. And that's another one that kind of falls in that same vein. We're remaking it now with a movie star, too, which I think is cool. I miss this genre of film where it was like movie stars starring in these strange sci-fi action movies that have like a hint of horror in them. So I would love to see that come back with the Running Man with Glenn Powell. That would be awesome. And it's Edgar Wright, dude. I mean, Edgar Wright doesn't miss. You know, Last Night in Soho has got a weird twist or whatever, but it's a gorgeous film. It's got some great performances, a lot of good stuff going on. My man does not miss typically, though. So I can't wait to see both of those films. You know your boy loves himself some Stephen King adaptations. Excuse me. Am I a fan of the 2009 horror film Orphan? Absolutely. I also love the prequel. I don't even care if people hate it. Rats in a blender, dude. That's all I'm going to say. Michael Parton is saying, hey, Jonathan. Hello. Hello, Jonathan. Hello. Fort Misery Gaming is saying, yo, Jake, did you see the Scottish film Oddity? It was a sleeper. Knew nothing about it and was very happy. Great plot twist. Had some Insidious vibes on the scares. On the scores, maybe you mean? Interest or scares. Oh, like jump scares. I got you. Okay. I have heard Splattercast talk this movie up big time. I have not caught it in theaters yet, but I do know it's out there. It's out in the world. I got to give this one a watch. Ty Lee is also asking about it with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my friend. Saying that Oddity is the scariest movie of the year so far. You know, they said that about Longlegs, and I don't know if I necessarily agree, but I'm excited to see this one, a very different film. I know it comes from the Caveat director, which I loved that movie. If you liked Oddity, if you saw that movie and you liked it, you got to watch his other movie, Caveat, which I thought was crazy underrated. A Caveat is a movie where it's so creepy, it's scary, and I really enjoyed it. It is a bit slow, but if you can get past that, it's a really fun and interesting watch. Terrifying, in my opinion. Has some truly brutal sequences to it. But Oddity, I'm dying to see it for that same reason, because it's from the same creative. I got to give it a watch. If it's still in theaters, maybe I'll try to do a review for it this week. I'm not gonna lie, I already have my video done. That's coming out tomorrow. I'm doing a update on Scream 7. I Know What You Did Last Summer, The Strangers, a bunch of stuff. So check that out tomorrow morning. So, and then, of course, Wednesday is Terrifier Day. Come on now. But I do want to watch this one because I am hearing very good things about it. A lot of the people who I tend to agree with on Longlegs have said this is an actually scary movie. This is a movie that will get under your skin and freak you out and won't be whatever the fuck that movie was. No offense to my Longlegs lovers out there. If you liked Longlegs, hell yeah. I don't even like shitting on the movie because it made so much money and has brought so much attention to indie horror. How can I be mad at something that did that? Come on now. But I wasn't crazy about it. It's fine. Nicolas Cage and Micah Monroe give a good performance, and the cinematography is gorgeous. That's about all I can say about the film. But Oddity, gonna give this one a chance. I hope it's good. I hope it's scary. I hope it fucks me up. Had a lot of disappointments this year. 2024 has been rough, in my opinion, in terms of horror. So hopefully that changes. Maybe this back half of the year really starts to flip that coin. But we'll just have to see. Ty Lee, thank you for the $5, my friend. I can't wait to see this. If it's still in theaters, I gotta make it. I gotta make it out. Check this one out. Cosmic Urgency also flipping the conversation a little bit to Scream is saying it sucks that we're getting a bunch of Scream news right now. If it wasn't for the annoying people, what? We know the I Know What You Did Last Summer cast before Scream 7's nuts. Yeah, I mean, the other thing, though, about that is Sony seems to be rushing that I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel. I don't know how crazy I am about that. They put a release date on that puppy already, and they're just like, let's get going. Let's get this thing out while we can. I think they want to get it out before Scream 7 to, get a little traction, fill that void that is currently there right now. But, man, if Sony wants to make money, if they want to make 3 movies like every franchise does, you got to make something good. You got to make something good to start off out the gate. Look at The Exorcist Believer, man. Look at The Strangers Chapter 1. A lot of these movies are about to tank, bro, because their first film sucks. You can't just make 3 movies and expect people to show up based on the name alone. A lot of people liked Scream 5. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but a lot of people did like Scream 2022, and that's why 6 made even more money. The Strangers Chapter 1, it made some money, sure, but will Chapter 2? That's the big question as of right now. There's a reason The Exorcist Deceiver is no longer happening, and we're flipping over to Mike Flanagan's story now. So if I Know What You Did Last Summer wants to be successful and wants to spawn 3 movies, like they're literally teasing right now with that update that you're talking about, they're saying we want to follow the Scream 2022 model. Why do you think they want to do that? They want to make 3 movies, bro. They want to make 3 movies. They want to cash in on that requel shit before it's too late. So, I don't know. I think if they want to do something successful, you got to make a good movie first. Don't rush something out for next summer. Just make it, and then when it's done, baby. Make something good first and foremost. But I'm with you, Cosmic Urgency. I want to know more about Scream 7, but maybe they're just taking their time, you know, and that's not so bad a thing. Let me tell you, I'd rather take their time and wait for a good Scream 7 opposed to a get it done right now Scream 7. You know, it's like, chill out. We'll be here. You know, we waited how many fucking years for Scream 5? 11 years. We'll wait another couple years for a good Scream 7. I'll wait. I'll take the good ones. That was a whole thing. I went on a whole rant about that, like literally right before this stream. So it's really funny. I'm all prepared with the I Know You Did Last Summer stuff. Crazy. It's crazy stuff. Marley Kai 2000 is saying, Jake, have you heard about the real life unsolved mystery case called Dyatlov Pass? No, I have not. I'm so sorry. I have not heard of that, but it sounds terrifying. Just got out of Twisters. It was an absolute blast, just as good as the first. I really enjoyed Twisters. It was fun. It's a bit of an event movie, which is, I don't know. I never have too much to say about these. Like Godzilla vs. Kong. So much fun when I was watching it. When I walked out of when I was done with it, I didn't see it in the theaters. When I was finished with it, I just didn't have anything to say. I was just like, yeah, that big monkey fought that big lizard, and that was all that I remember. With Twisters, there was a lot of wind. There was a lot of tension. There was a lot of spinning. It was awesome. I don't know. That's all I got. Like, man, you know, show me a crazy, intricate horror movie with so many themes, levels, bullshit going on, different kinds of characters, plot twists, whatever. I have so much to talk about. But with event movies like that, I got nothing. So old Jake didn't make a review. I did like it, though. Doesn't mean I hated it. Just, would I watch it again? Would I obsess over a movie like this? Probably not. But it was very fun. It was a very good time. Had a very good cast. Brandon Perea from Nope was in it, which was awesome. Gotta love Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones. They're fantastic. She was from Fresh, if you guys saw that on Hulu a couple years ago. Excellent movie. I'm trying to think who else was in it. Anthony Ramos from the latest Transformers was in it. I think he gave a really good performance. But very fun stuff, nonetheless. I enjoyed it. It's a fun watch in the theaters. That's the best way to watch it, in my opinion. See it in the theaters while you can, and then, you know, maybe forget about it. But anyways, Eric is with us. How's it going, bro? How's it going? What's up? Jake, have you seen Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City 2021? The reboot, they are making a new Resident Evil movie for 2025. I think I might be the only fan of the 2021 Resident Evil movie. It is, to date, my favorite Resident Evil film, without a doubt. It actually adapts the games. So listen, here's my thing. I love the other ones. They're so bad they're good movies, in my opinion. They're crazy fun. They're a blast to watch. They were my childhood. I'm gonna be real. I have so much nostalgia for the other 6 movies, which are just mindless, so much fun action zombies getting shot in the face. But this movie actually tries to adapt the stories from the second and the first video game, but that's kind of also the problem with it. They try to do too much in a small space of time. It is a very bloated film. It's not without problems, but it is definitely my favorite Resident Evil film to date, without a doubt. I really enjoyed it. The effects are a little too. It's got some campy moments, but so does the fucking video game. So I love it. I think it's a great time. If you like the video games, I think you'll like that movie the best, personally, in my opinion. Some, you know, my other Resident Evil friends don't necessarily agree, but I don't know. I think it's very game accurate. It's got a lot of great references. It tells a good story for the most part. It did what I wanted it to do for, 80% of the time. But I'm excited to see where they're going with the franchise next. We're not only getting reboots in the Resident Evil franchise, but also Silent Hill, which is really exciting. So I can't wait for it all, man. I'm here for it. I love both franchises too, so I would love to see more in both of them. I'd love to see more done in both areas. I can't wait for it, Eric. Very good stuff. Wild Boy Movies is saying, wait, we're 12 weeks until Terrifier 3. Man, time really flies. Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts, man. We're getting there. We're making it happen, Wild Boy. I love it. I'm excited. Mr. Ellis saying, is the Wolverine Popcorn Bucket releasing online tomorrow? I want to say... I want to say that's... Don't those, like, popcorn buckets usually come out, like, a little bit before the movies? That's the case here, at least. Like, I remember the Saw X popcorn bucket was here, like, a month before that came out. Like, I was seeing something else. I can't even remember what it was, but it was, like, maybe 3 or 4 weeks before Saw X came out last year. And they had, like, the Billy the Puppet popcorn bucket, which is literally right behind me, right there. And that's when I got mine. They had one left. I was like, oh my God, yes, I'll take it. I don't care. Just take my money. I just want the damn popcorn bucket. So I don't know. Are those out yet? Does anyone know? I have not been keeping up with that one. So, but it's awesome. Bob Geeks Out Over Pop Culture is saying, I love your YouTube channel. It brings me bloody joy. That is fantastic. If I can bring bloody joy to even more people, that would be wonderful, Bob. That's great, man. That's wonderful. Wonderful to hear. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Monday night, dude. Appreciate you. Austin Daniels is saying, Jake, I just rewatched Scream 2, and my God, not enough people talk about Mickey. He is the best killer in the franchise, despite his lack of screen time. Austin Daniels, a cheers to you, my friend. He would be my favorite killer had he been given more screen time. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I think Mickey has the most interesting motive in the entire franchise, bar none. Bar none. Mickey is such an interesting character. I wish we had more screen time with him. He's a terrifying character. Great performance from Timothy Olyphant. He's one of the best, like, hidden in plain sight killers, in my opinion. There's so many clues. If it's him using his camera or comforting Sydney during certain sequences of Scream 2. I love it. I love it. It all plays into the killer motives and the things they find out about the killers throughout the film. It's really well done. Probably one of the best mysteries in all of Scream is Mickey specifically. Not so much the other killer, but we won't get into that. I love Scream 2 for that reason. It's some great stuff for sure, Austin. Excellent stuff nonetheless. Mr. Piss Taker, can't wait for the stream. Thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for taking some piss. Means a lot. I did see Oddity. I think I went back and saw that comment earlier. But yes, I did see it. I gotta watch. I did not see it. I gotta watch it. Gotta make that happen. Victor Cruz is saying, I've been watching a lot of Giallo films after I saw Maxine. What are my top 3? Oh my God, dude, that's so tough. I know Deep Red is number 1. I can tell you that much. Deep Red rocks. Is Suspiria Giallo, or is that just another Dario Argento movie? I'd probably put that up there as well. I love Dario Argento Giallo flicks. Demons is probably up there too. Again, I don't know if that necessarily falls under that vibe or if that's just Italian cinema or not, just made by the same people making Giallo flicks. I also love Lucio Fulci's, what is it, The New York Ripper? Is that what it's called? It's this crazy movie about this killer running through New York killing people, and he's making duck noises. It is just as goofy as it sounds. I love it. It's so cheesy and so much fun. All 3 of those totally worth a watch. Demons is basically Italian Evil Dead. It's great. What else? Most of Dario Argento's catalog is great. Even his most recent movie, Dark Glasses, is an excellent watch. It's on Shudder if you haven't seen it. Very Giallo. Like that is a very Giallo movie if I've ever seen one. God, I'm trying to think what else off the top of my head. Those are the ones I love, though. Those are the ones I circulate around, at least, and some of those are Deep Red's super surface level. But, man, New York Ripper's great from Lucio Fulci. Trying to think what else, man. I don't know. Watch those if you haven't seen them. I tried. I gave it my all. Result 360 Death. How's it going, fella? Welcome in. Have you seen the trailer for Pizza Party Massacre? If not, check it out. It's a lot of fun. I want to say I want to say this came up in my feed. This sounds really familiar. I have read about this before, but I don't know if I've seen it or not. Result 360 Death. That sounds awesome, though. That sounds badass. I'm going to look it up. I love pizza, I love parties, and I love massacres. All 3 of those together, it's got to be good. Come on now. I see some people joining the fold again. Really appreciate you guys. Perry Moberg has just become a YouTube member. Thank you for joining back up, Perry. I appreciate you. Same to you, Sarah. Thank you. Does mean a lot. Little update for those of you just joining. Appreciate you guys. Had to rehaul the entire membership program because I want to start actually putting out some better shit. Let's just be real. Want to be straight up with you guys. The old membership program sucked. It was outdated. I wasn't crazy about it. Wanted to give it a bit of an update, and now we're doing weekly videos for all members. So every Friday you will see a brand new horror hot takes video, just coming from a whole different, talking about some kind of weird horror movie from the past, whatever. And Art the Clown members will be able to pick those movies. Ghostface members can just check them out. So it's a great new system. I'm very happy with it, and I hope you guys will sign up and check it out. So Sarah, Perry, appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for signing up for the new program. Really does mean a lot. The members are the lifeblood of this page. You guys keep me going. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do all this fun shit. So thank you. Appreciate you a bunch. Mr. L throwing $2 out there, dude. Thank you so much. Thoughts on the Alien Romulus popcorn buckets? They're dope, okay? Like, Mr. L, I like them. I think they're cool, but there's a missed opportunity here, okay? Like, hear me out on this, right? The one is like a xenomorph head, which you open up and, fill with popcorn. Great, that's awesome. Can't complain there. There's the other one, I believe it's the AMC one, where it's just like this metal-looking bucket, and it's got a little face hugger crawling on the side. Love that. Come on. Can't be complaining about none of that. But is there not already something in the Alien franchise that is popcorn bucket shaped? The xenomorph egg. Where is my xenomorph egg popcorn bucket? What's up with that? I need to know, frankly. I need one. I need one in my life, Mr. L. I hate to be that fucking guy. The alien egg. You got there before me. I see that, Mr. L. Bro, where's the alien egg popcorn bucket? I hate to be that fucking guy, but come on. Come on. Maybe there's not one in the new movie. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just avoid the eggs somehow in Alien Romulus. But, dude, it's perfect. It's popcorn bucket shaped. It's gonna bug me. I'm still gonna buy them because I'm a sucker for that franchise. But goddamn, I can't wait though, man. Alien Romulus is the next movie I'm just so excited to see. I believe that is August 16th that it releases, if I'm not mistaken. Dear God, I'm counting the days, dude. I'm biting my nails. I'm so anxious to see that one. I'm so excited. So fucking excited. Very exciting stuff, man. Davey Deathray is joining us. What's up, Davey? Hey, Jake. Davey, did I see you on stream with somebody the other day? I remember I was flipping through my subscriptions and I was like, oh my God, it's Davey Deathray. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I believe you were on stream with somebody. It was awesome. Throw it out there. If you were on stream with somebody, maybe I was mistaken. I can't remember, but I feel like I saw you somewhere. I'm always streaming all over the place. Dope, Davey. Fuck yeah, man. Good. Keep streaming. Keep talking horror. Great stuff, man. I swear I saw you as like a guest on somebody's page, and I'm like, fuck yeah, good for Davey. Rock on, man. Good stuff. Antidus throwing $5 out there again, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Did you see that The Strangers Chapter 2 is going through reshoots? Do you think this will push the movie back to 2025? Unfortunately. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so I covered that a bit in my video that's going up tomorrow because I just didn't have time to post it today. Mad shout out to Critical Overlord who turned me on to this information. Dear God, it's a disaster. If you thought that The Strangers Chapter 2 was going to be bad already, Lord Almighty. So here's the skinny, essentially, as they say. Now I won't spoil nothing, but essentially the killers leaked. The identities of at least one of the strangers leaked online, and it's like, how it happened is a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. So we're not gonna get into all that. I'm not gonna spoil nothing in case they end up keeping a twist or something, whatever. But they're reshooting stuff, so it sounds like they are going to change it and then go down a different course. It's kind of crazy how it happened, and if you follow a certain trail of photos, that's the only clue I'm gonna give you, you'll be able to find it. And it's like, I can't believe that. Like, I can't believe that happened. I can't even believe that happened. What? You got to be kidding me. So it's wild. It's embarrassing. I even said in my video that's going up tomorrow, not yesterday. I wish I could do shit like that. That's crazy. That's literally time interference. Yeah, I said, like, this is turning into a disaster, man. This is turning into Jeepers Creepers Reborn level disaster for a franchise, and I just feel sad. I'm bummed out. I'm really bummed out more than anything, and I don't know. I love The Strangers. I've loved that franchise for such a long time. I always was like, man, this is one of the most underrated slasher franchises out there. When it was just one and Prey at Night, I thought they were both great movies for totally different reasons. Kind of like if you go back and watch like the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre and its sequel. Both great movies, totally different reasons. They're two totally separate films made by the same guy, interestingly enough. But now, this is just a massive blemish on what was otherwise such a phenomenal and underrated franchise. And I don't know, man. It blows. I really have no interest in seeing The Strangers Chapter 2, although I will be covering it on the page because I feel like I have to. You know what I mean? It's a big thing. It's a big weird thing in horror, and unfortunately, it's not a big good thing. I wish it was, because man, I think one excellent Strangers movie would have been perfect. 3 of them. What's like, man, the best thing going for The Strangers is how cryptic and weird it is. Trying to explain everything makes no fucking sense. I don't know. I don't get it. The whole concept behind these 3 movies makes no sense to me. It feels like they're writing for the Scream franchise and not so much The Strangers, which are 2 completely separate entities trying to do different things. Makes no sense. I don't get it. So yeah, it sounds like a fucking disaster if I'm being real, but I will still check out chapter 2 and chapter 3 when they come out, because maybe it gets better. You know, maybe it's not just a retread of everything we've seen before in the past. I don't know, Antinous. Admittedly, I have not seen it yet, so we don't know, but I don't have high hopes, is what I will say. Thank you for the 5, my friend. I appreciate you. Okay, so now that we're hanging out with 66 friends, appreciate you guys for hanging out. You might want to stick around because I'm gifting 5 free memberships right fucking now. So let's just rock and roll. All right. Just click the button and your gifts have been announced. Hey, look at that. Gifted 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Bam! Paula Fitzhenry just got one. Fort Misery Gaming just got one. Davey Deathray just got one. Austin Daniels has just gotten one. And finally, Villain Killin' Dylan. Welcome to the fold, fellas. Now, listen, like I said earlier, the membership system is completely different. That's a free month-long membership, and you guys will see that every Friday there's going to be fucking awesome perks on this page for you guys exclusively. The reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm giving out free memberships is because I want to show you guys shit's different. We're moving forward. We're revamping this page. We're ever increasing. We're making it better and better and better and better. So with each stream, I'm going to be giving away some memberships for free moving forward. I got at least 5 more this month, according to YouTube. So yes, there will be more. There will be more of these. If you missed out on it today, don't worry. Show up on Friday, and then who knows? Maybe you get one. But yeah, I just want to show the membership program is going to get even fucking crazier, and for the most part, it is really much cheaper. The top tier is no longer $25; it's $10 now. So it rocks. It rocks. I promise. It's fucking cool. You guys will see. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for supporting the page as long as you did, and I hope you enjoy that. And all the rewards that come with it. We got some people celebrating. Madison Kazmarski just became a member. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All the love, hugs and kisses. Thanks for supporting the page, babe. Fort Misery Gaming is saying Pizza Hut and all the other big chains are gross. Man, I don't mind Pizza Hut. It's not my favorite, but honestly, I think my favorite pizza is Romeo's. I don't know if you guys have that out in your neck of the woods, but here in Ohio, we have a little chain called Romeo's. I don't know if it's like a huge chain though, but man, I fuck with some Romeo's. Let me tell you, that's my favorite pizza. You can't go wrong with many of the mom and pop shops though. I'll tell you that much. Fort Misery. I love it though. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I see all the love. Some great stuff out there. Eric is saying, hey Jake, can Scream 7 ignore the events? Ignore Scream 6 events, just only connected to the first and the 4th movie. Because Sydney is back for 7 and her character lead could be just like Scream 4. Yeah, my thoughts on the whole getting rid of Scream sequels is like here's the thing. The Scream franchise is championed for the fact that we've continued this long-running story through 6 movies, right? If we're gonna do that, if we're gonna get rid of sequels, I say just get rid of all of them. Like, just, if you're gonna go down that route, if you're gonna rip that Band-Aid off, ignore all the sequels, and then you can tell a much cleaner story. Because, Scream 6 had this problem. Was the story has gotten so big, it's ballooned to a point where it's like, well, what the fuck do we do now? You know what I mean? How do we tell a new story? People weren't happy that they tried to tell a story with brand new characters, but I've been saying it for a very long time. How do you tell a new Sidney Prescott story where it's just about a ghost face going after Sidney? We've told many, many, many stories in this franchise about Sidney, about Ghostface going after her. And now we have, because of Scream 5, in my opinion, we have a way to reinvent that. But we have a lot of people who are saying, like, let's cut out the events of Screams 5 and 6 and then just go from 4. And to that I ask, well, what is the story then? What are we going to be doing at that point? Because if it's just Sydney and she's on her own and she's going after, another Ghostface is going after her, what? Is it her fucking cousin? Is it her, second long-lost cousin removed or something? Like, dog, I can't do the family motives anymore. It's getting old. It's the same thing, and you're pitching it like it's this brand new reveal. The original Scream fucks because of its reveal. They did so much work to make you think, oh, it's not the obvious Billy character. We're gonna stab him in the 3rd act. It can't be this fella. Come on now. It's got to be somebody else. So I don't know, man. For me, it's like you kind of have to have Screams 5 and 6 involved. There's 2 routes that they can go, right? They can go down this one path where they just ignore all the sequels, direct continuation from Scream 1. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. You got a blank canvas again. You can start a whole new timeline. Some people are not crazy about that, but that can happen. You can do that. You can bring back everybody. You can make Stu alive if you want. You can have Randy back. You can have Dewey back. You do whatever the fuck you want. You have a whole blank canvas to say that these characters were doing this bullshit back in the day to make your story work now. That's a lot easier for the writers. Rock on if they decide to go that route. But they can also do a continuation from 6, where Sydney does have a family and she was hiding out during the events of 5 and 6. You still have a little bit of a clean slate because you don't have to focus on Sam Carpenter and Tara anymore. Now we're back to Sydney and we're focusing on a ghost face potentially going after her family. That's fresh because of Scream 5. But only because Scream 5 is in the lineage. Now, you're talking about just ignoring the events of 6. To that, again, I ask why. Why would we have to ignore 6 specifically to tell 7? Because I get cutting out 5, because then you can bring Dewey back, right? That's the argument. But for me, it's like, if you're going to ignore 5 and 6, you might as well ignore the rest of them just so we can, tell a more cleaner story. If you want to bring Dewey back, you might as well bring Randy back. You might as well have Stu alive if you want to fucking do that. Go that route. I won't go on the whole rant, but the only reason that I don't want Stu to come back is it's been too fucking long, If none of that other shit happened, if Screams 2 through 6 didn't happen, well, then it's a whole different story, Then you could write whatever you want. Stu went to jail momentarily after all of that. He just suffered some crazy head trauma. But I don't know. It's just been too long, man. It's been too long. So I could go on that rant all night. You guys have heard it a million times. Let's move on. Cosmic Urgency is saying, why does the I Know What You Did Last Summer cast look 100 years old? What? They better not be teens looking like that. If they are, then I blame the directing being obsessed with the girl from Riverdale. The new cast? Is that what you're talking about? Like the new people that have just signed on? I don't know. Maybe you're looking at different people, bro. I'm going to be real. A lot of them are, was it the director or the writer who said this? Actually, I can't remember off the top of my head. Somebody who was involved had said, like, we want to get back to the energy of the first movie where it's hot people doing bad shit and getting away with it. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like that works with this new cast so far. That was the one real positive thing I had to say about the casting. I was like, yeah, these people are all very attractive. I don't know. I got to disagree there, but I don't know. Beauty is beauty in so many different lights and all that shit. Let's move on. Sarah 1.1 is saying, hey, Jake, I think there might be a scene that Sky, when she's performing for Smile 2 is what you're talking about, I imagine. I bet every person is smiling at her. We do have that scene, Sarah, in the trailer where we have all of her fans like crawling on the walls and doing this at her. Ugh, that's creepy. Maybe at a concert, something along those lines happens and she loses her mind. A big element to Smile that I really enjoyed personally was the fact that a lot of the horror relied on just super awkward and tense moments of just these feelings of insecurity and like, oh God, I gotta look away. This is hard to watch. This character is like just ruining their lives. I loved that about the first movie so much, which is a big factor as to why it stands out from some of the other movies it's been compared to, like The Ring or Drag Me to Hell, this, that, whatever. There's so many movies that follow that same flow of a character is cursed and they're trying to escape the curse before it's too late. Oh no. We've seen countless movies like this, right? But what makes Smile so different is exactly that. You know what I'm talking about, Sarah? I loved that element of just like this uncomfortable feeling, like watching this character destroy her own life. And we're going to see that, I think, like times a fucking million in Smile 2 with Sky Riley, who, is a pop star. She has millions of people watching her. She's essentially, a fictional Katy Perry, right? Destroying her own life, which is so scary. We already got a taste of that in the trailer a bit, where she's like screaming at some kind of like big celebrity party at people. She's like, stop smiling at me, So I imagine something along those lines, Sarah, is coming. Something scary like that. I'm here for it though. Fort Misery Gaming is saying, you think I Know What You Did Last Summer will fail like The Strangers? Would kind of suck if that happened. That franchise actually hooked me into horror when I was a kid, and excited to see Jennifer Love back as a Scream Queen. I don't think it's going to fail. I just feel like Sony is rushing it. Sony is racing to get this movie out right now. And again, they're putting the cart before the horse, which I'm not saying it's exactly the same situation as The Strangers, but it's similar, right? Because that was a big problem with that film. They were just like, we're going to do 3 movies and they're coming out here, here, and here. And I'm like, Why? Why are we doing 3 movies? Do you need to make 3 movies? Make 1 movie, and if that hits, okay, then do 2 more. You know, the Halloween 2018 format is the way to go. Listen, say what you want about Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills. Honestly, Halloween 2018, I've seen criticism for all 3 of the movies, but they did that trilogy right. They did. I will, as much as I don't like the last one, I will argue that was the right way to do it if you wanted to implement all 3 of those ideas into the franchise. You start off with something familiar. It's a big hit at the box office. People love it. Now people are a little more inclined to see your weirder idea, right? Halloween Kills. It's Michael's movie now. He's taken over. This is just a fucking slaughter fest. I enjoyed Halloween Kills for that reason. I have seen people criticize it, though, for the exact same take. You know, they wanted a little more story. I get that. But I had a fun time with it. Halloween Ends. We're going to focus on a brand new killer. We're going to do a transference of evil. Holy fuck. What? This is crazy. I wasn't into it, but a lot of people were. I vibe with that. Hell yeah. Rock on. But that was the way to do it. You know, the ideas got weirder as we went along. And hell, we didn't even know that 2 more movies were coming past Halloween 2018 for a little while. But that movie was a big hit, and that's why they made 2 more movies. So I know what you did last summer, I think, is doing some things right, because let's be real, they want to do a trilogy. There's no official word on that, but everything is a trilogy nowadays, whether you like it or not. So they got 1 movie in the works, and maybe it's a big hit. You know, it's got a pretty decent cast, in my opinion, so far. I do like some of the people that they've chosen. I'm not the biggest fan of the director, if I'm being completely real. The only credit that I've seen from her is the what is it? The 4th Thor movie, which I don't know about you guys, but it was a nearly walk out of the theater kind of movie for me. I was, it was rough. But I still want to give this one a chance because I do really enjoy the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not like, you know, my favorite horror film of all time, but I think it's a fun one. It's a Kevin Williamson script, so you know it's going to be a good time. The sequel, I do like a lot, leans a little more into the camp of the franchise, which I think works for me a lot there, which is cool. So I don't know. I hope that this movie rocks. I really do. I'm rooting for it. But I have some mixed feelings. I have some good things to say, some not so good things to say right now. So it could go either way for me at the moment, but I definitely need to know more about it. So, and Austin Daniels, yeah, Taika Waititi did direct Thor 4, but he wrote it alongside Jennifer Caton Robinson, I believe. Let me double check that just real quick, because I know one of the people working on this new movie worked on Thor 4. Thor Love and Thunder. That's what it was called. What a film. What an absolute film. This one was rough. I'm going to be real. Yeah, Jennifer Caton Robinson did write this alongside Taika Waititi. And, you know, in my opinion, again, you know, this is total speculation, but I really enjoyed the 3rd Thor movie. That's the only Thor movie that I'm actually kind of a big fan of. I was like, okay, that was fun. Had a good time with that. Fun little adventure movie. Flying through space and shit. That's crazy. Then we get to Thor 4, and I mean, completely lost me entirely. Like, I mean, what the fuck? It felt like the movie was written by a robot. I just was not crazy about it. It felt very stiff, lost a lot of the comedic elements of that 3rd movie, kind of fell off the train. Fell off the train, the Thor train after that. I have no interest in Thor 5. Like, I will not see it in the theaters. I'm sorry. But yikes. Holy shit. So, you know, what changed? What happened between Thors 3 and 4? I don't know. Not trying to say anything, but who knows? Point being, I have not seen her other credits, so it's really not a fair thing to say, right? I don't know what else she's worked on, and you know, Marvel Studios, they like to get their little fingers on things when they don't go their way. Everything's got to be the gray sludge that comes out of that factory, so it's all got to be the same, or else it's not. Or apparently to them, it's not going to be successful. I don't know. Is that working for them? I don't know, but whatever. You know, we won't go on that rant though. Let's talk about horror movies because I do enjoy those. Am I going to stream leading up to the Terrifier 3 trailer? APVR, I do believe I'm going to do some kind of stream tomorrow. Potentially when the trailer goes live. I might do like a watch of it, you know? And then just like go live, talk about it with all of y'all, and then get some kind of thing going, you know? Get some kind of video posted afterwards. Because I want to talk about it live with people. I always do trailer breakdowns, and that's a lot of fun. You know, nothing wrong with that. But I would like to actually start, get a conversation with you guys. Get that fire cooking. Before I make a video. I think that would be fun. Because we're all gonna have our theories and takes right after we see the trailer. You know, let's dive right into that. I don't know. So I might do a stream. I'm on the fence about it though, APVR. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet, but that is something I'm considering for sure. But you will see some kind of content on this page on Wednesday. Come on now. You know, something's happening. So. Alex19881, have I seen the new Beyond the Mask video? It is about the original plan for Scream 7. Apparently, Tara Carpenter was going to be killed off, causing Sam to go down a dark path. I pitched that before a long time ago. That would be cool if that was the case, if that would have been the case. You know, what I'll say is I've heard so many different things, Alex, regarding like a Scream 7 script that was floating around, the original plans for it. I've heard that it was going to be, you know, the mom was going to be the killer. I've heard that Sam was going to be the killer. I've heard so many different things. Who knows what's true anymore. What I do know, though, is that there was some stuff that was deleted from Scream 6 that I reported on a little while ago. That's legitimate. There was some stuff there. I don't know, man. You know, I might make a video on this in the future. Who knows? But I've heard 1,000 things about the supposed Scream 7 script, and I don't know. It all comes off as fan fiction to me. You know what I mean? Like that. I posted a video back before Scream 6 even came out, talking about how I would love to see Sam become a Ghostface killer at some point, taking a dark path where if Sydney is the light path, right? Sam is the opposite way. If Sydney is the Luke Skywalker, right? Sam Carpenter is the Anakin. So I've been talking about that for a while. I've heard the rumors and theories that the mom was going to be the killer with Stu's sister or whatever. I've heard it all. It's a bunch of crazy stuff. I don't know, but I don't know. I'll give that a watch though at some point. But I've heard this song and dance before, I guess is all I'm saying. Mr. L, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. I really appreciate that. Our first Art the Clown member. Hell yeah, Mr. L. Well, Mr. L, let me ask you this. If you have any movie recommendations you'd like to see for Horror Hot Takes, the exclusive Patreon and channel member series, let me know. Leave it in the comments, send me a message or whatever you want to do, and I will get to it, my friend. So you have that power. You have the power now, my friend. So Mr. L, thanks for supporting the page, though. I do appreciate you. Appreciate you a bunch. Josh Petrino's hanging out with us. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Welcome in, dude. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're hard at work at Terrifier 3 right now and getting some stuff done. Loved all the new pictures today, man. Hyped up about this movie. I can't wait to see it. Like I'm counting the days, truly. So I can't wait to see it. Josh, thanks for hanging out with us, though, man. Appreciate you. What else do we got going on? Richard B. What's up, Richard? What is your prediction for the Terrifier 4 poster? I think it's going to be an image of hell with a much more demonic version of art. Well, as you guys know, I've been theorizing for a while now. Oh my God, that's a great suggestion. I'm going to get to that in a second. But yes, as you guys know, I've been theorizing for a while now that Art the Clown is some kind of, has some kind of demon, hell, spawn touch to him, whatever. I do believe that the entity following him around, which, has taken a couple of different shapes now, is something demonic, maybe Satan himself. I don't know, not 100% sure yet. But there's a lot of different reasons to believe this. There's so much imagery in Terrifier 2 that is very demonic, very, angel versus demon. We literally have our final girl dressed up as an angel slaying a, demonic entity, one might say. So I do believe we're going to get some more hints of that in Terrifier 3. I've described it before, right now this franchise is a canvas with a few strokes of paint on it, but in the next film we're going to get some more strokes of paint to maybe paint a clearer picture, have a better idea of what we're looking at. So I do believe more shit is coming out about the film, and we're going to learn more about Terrifier 3 as we get through the marketing. As the film actually drops, we're going to learn a lot more about this fucking clown. so I wouldn't say you're too far off, if Terrifier 4 does take us literally to fucking hell. Who knows? That would be crazy. But Terrifier 4, it'll happen, man. Come on. That's another thing too. We're totally getting that fourth one. APVR, yes, I am going to stream on GullGotha at some point. I want to get the channel subscribers up a little bit before I do anything too crazy. But yeah, definitely will be happening soon. I also want to get my shit figured out on this page. I just got the channel members figured out. Next up is the merch store, which is getting a revamp very soon here. So I'm getting it all figured out, but soon. It's all coming in time. Got a lot of projects in the works right now. So, oh my God, thank you for the $20. I appreciate you. I'm gonna butcher this, and I apologize in advance. Jaquilix? Jaquilix. Maybe. I appreciate the $20. Thank you. And I'm so sorry that I can't pronounce your name. Anyways, have I seen the leaks from Strangers Chapter 2 and 3 all over Twitter? And do I plan on covering those? Tons of new things got leaked and 2 new strangers. Also, you're my go-to horror news channel. Keep it up, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I got that right. You don't even know how good I feel about myself right now. I'm gonna go do some jumping jacks. I'm so excited. Yes, let's go, baby. Yes. So I'm covering it tomorrow. I didn't want to overstuff the page today, but I did want to talk about that because I have looked at the leaks myself. Again, I don't know if I feel super comfortable saying everything I know now about what the original plan was for The Strangers Chapter 2 or Chapter 3, wherever that reveal was going to come. But what I will say is I did cover it, and I am talking about it in a video tomorrow. And basically what I'll say is it's embarrassing. It sucks. And I haven't had too many good things to say about this new trilogy so far. And it just blows that this has happened now. Their hand is on the table, right? So I don't know, man. I'm bummed out about the whole thing. I want to like these movies because, dude, I love The Strangers and Prey at Night. Like, both of those movies are fantastic for totally different reasons. I love them both. The great horror movies. And now, we have The Strangers Chapter 1, which is, in my opinion, it just kind of retreaded old ground. It just took the scenes from the other movies and just kind of did them worse. So I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about the whole situation. It bums me out. And I see your comment as well. You can't be copyrighted for those leaks. They are from Rennie Harlan's reality show. They're from public television. Horrible business choice from Lionsgate. You're 100% right. But, again, while I wasn't crazy about Chapter 1, I still feel like it wouldn't be 100% fair to the filmmakers if I were to just talk about leaked information. And that's a big thing. I have let me put it this way. I have no malice towards Rennie Harlan or the creative team behind The Strangers Chapters 1, 2, and 3. But, at the same time, let's give them as fair of a shot as possible, right? Like, maybe these reshoots that they're doing makes all of this good and makes it even better. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt while we can, and not just completely shit on their parade. While I wasn't crazy about The Strangers Chapter 1, I think it's one of the worst horror movies of the year, if I'm being completely real. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give them that chance to make up for it, hopefully in Chapters 2 and 3, and I wouldn't want to hinder that by potentially talking about what could have been in Chapter 2, which in my opinion could potentially influence people's opinions. I do talk about like theories and stuff on the page and speculation, like Terrifier 3. I'm doing it every fucking day on this page. You guys see it. But I would, like, if I found out something official about the film, I wouldn't talk about it in a video or on a live stream, because again, I feel like then I'm showing you all the cards before they're played, and that's no fun, right? But I will absolutely be talking about this though, but keeping it vague. You know what I mean? There's a way to do it that's respectful, and but yes, but I will be talking about it. It is an interesting thing to discuss. So your boy will have it in a video tomorrow. That's a tough thing to put in the words, you know what I mean? But it's a responsibility that us horror content creators have to should abide by, I should say. Be the example and all that, right? Josh is saying Terrifier 4 is going to be art in space. I mean, he would know better than anybody. So, Josh, that would be wild. I wouldn't put it past Art the Clown to go to space. Eventually he's going to be bored of killing people on planet Earth, right? Maybe he's got to go to different planets to start killing people. Terrifier X. I mean, I'd see it. I'd go to the theater to see it. You know what I mean? I'd be there. So, Josh, that rocks though. I fucking love it, man. Rock on. Terrifier 4. Let's see it. I don't even think Terrifier 3 is gonna quench my thirst for more clown blood. You know what I mean? Like I want to see like a couple more of these movies. Let's make it happen. Am I psyched for Deadpool 3? Absolutely. I'm seeing it on Thursday. I can't wait. I probably will do a review on. Again, Twisters, I didn't have a whole lot to say. It's a very fun movie. It's an event movie. It was a good time. But I don't know if I'm going to critically analyze that movie, right? That is a movie that is going for, we're going to have a fucking fun time at the theater. You know what I mean? We're going to have a fucking blast in the theater while you're watching it. And that's all it was going for, and that's all good. That rock on. Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones, they gave some great performances. It is a very fun time. See Twisters in the theaters. That's the best way to see it. But, you know, will I be buying the 4K of that movie and watching it 100 more times? I don't know. But I had a very good time seeing it in the theaters. I will tell you that much. Deadpool 3, on the other hand, this could be a movie that fucking rocks. I don't know. You know, I used to be a big Marvel fan. Nowadays, not so much. You know, Marvel has kind of lost me over the years a bit. But every now and then I do show up for one of their movies. Guardians 3 was the last one. Now Deadpool 3, okay, I'm there. You know, I'll give it a watch. We'll check this out. This is a big movie too. We're bringing the X-Men into the MCU. This is exciting. I like a lot of X-Men characters. And this is the 10th appearance of Wolverine on screen, played by Hugh Jackman. Very cool. I believe it's his first time wearing the yellow and the blue suit too. Iconic from the comic book. So there's a lot of things to be excited about from this movie. So I can't wait. I'm very excited. Put Art the Clown on sweatpants. That's hilarious. Right on the ass too. So you can fart in his face all the time. I don't think David Howard Thornton would appreciate that, but it's funny nonetheless. Are you excited for the new Joker trailer tomorrow, dude? Absolutely. I need to rewatch the first Joker. I was just saying. I was just telling my girlfriend, I'm like, I gotta see that movie again. I have not seen it since before the pandemic. I saw it in theaters, like in late 2019. That was one of the last movies I saw in theaters before, you know, the pandemic hit, which is crazy. So I need to watch the film again. It's been so long, but nonetheless, a very good movie. I can't wait for the sequel. Which I'm here is taking a very different approach. You know, it's going to be like have some musical numbers. Lady Gaga is fucking Harley Quinn. What is going on? I'm here for it, man. I can't wait. Am I going to watch this movie called Deadpool and Wolverine? You don't think many people have heard of it? Bro, I barely got tickets, Mojo Jojo. I barely. Oh my God. No, I'm going to see it. I'll do a review. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, this horror page, will it do well here? I hope so. Fingers crossed. That would be cool if people watch that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do a little review for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a shot-for-shot remake of Gravity with Art and Sienna instead of Clooney and Bull. Oh my God, that's great. Could you see, like, you know, the fetal position shot from that movie, but with like a bunch of blood and guts surrounding Art the Clown? That would be great. Zero gravity Art the Clown kills. I mean, come on, that would be excellent, Josh. I think you gotta call up Damien. You gotta send him a text right now. Be like, listen, Killjoy Jake and I, we're coming up with some heat. We're coming up with something spicy right here. Oh my God. IDK is saying, hear me out, Terrifier 4, Art the Clown in the past. He gets teleported back in time to like medieval times. You know, this is another thing that I think is really funny. Is that Damien in that interview today from USA Today, he talks a little bit about how Art the Clown, you know, can work pretty much in any situation. And because when those situations change, it changes the character. You know, I almost thought about this. I was almost thinking about like, well, you know, I think about the Evil Dead franchise, right? Like, and how all three of those original movies, like, they're kind of one long story, but also kind of not at the same time. They kind of change the story in every single film, which is so funny, but you can also watch it as just one long thing. So, you know, will they do something like that? Will Art the Clown go back in time? Like, will he do an Army of Darkness thing? I almost, like, I couldn't be, as a diehard fan of Army of Darkness, I don't think I could hate on that. I really don't. That would just be so funny. I'd be like, this is just Army of Darkness with Art the Clown. No complaints. 10 out of 10. I don't even have to see it. I know I'm going to like that. That's awesome. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm here for something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff. I'm seeing some people join up, by the way, becoming members. Appreciate you guys. Scott Royston has just become a YouTube member. Thank you. Welcome to the Ghostface tier. Enjoy the X horror hot takes videos. That is up right now for patrons, which is a really fun video, super fun to make. I did have to cut out all of the sex scenes because even I can't put that up on a YouTube channel. That's crazy. But if you want to check that out, give it a watch. It's great. It's a very fun little analysis video, doing some commentary on all that. So check that out. There's going to be new videos, horror hot takes videos every single Friday for Patreon members. So if you want to become a member, go check that out. It's a very fun little system. So can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be fun. And yes, Scott is saying it confused me there for a moment because I thought I was already a member, but then I remember you were saying that you had another tier so that that's what it was. Yes. So everybody who was a YouTube member before that's all been refunded. I had to revamp it, like I was saying, to kind of just start things over, do better tiers, do better, better rewards for patrons and stuff. We're making it happen. So we're just always trying to improve, right? We're always trying to build this page up and make it something better than it once was. So that's where I am mentally. I'm just trying to make this page the absolute best it can be. So I'm improving areas that I feel like have been not so great for a while. So right now it's the memberships. Next up is the kind of the merch table. Just getting it all figured out. Josh is saying that the trailer is cool. You guys will love it. I'm very excited for it, Josh. Your boy's going to be covering it here on Wednesday. Big thing for me. I hope it doesn't show off too many of the kills, not too many of the, what's going to happen in the film. I just want a little taste, give me Sienna and Jonathan having little, have little excerpts of conversation between them and little moments of Art the Clown being crazy. That's all I want. I don't want 3 minutes showing off the whole movie. Just give me something. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see it, man. I'm dying here. Great stuff. What else is going on here? There's some funny stuff in the chat. Please, does anybody know when the Terrifier 3 trailer is dropping? I know, Adam. I got you, dog. Wednesday, it's coming out. Your boy will be covering it, so don't worry, you won't miss it. As long as you got my notifications on, hit that little bell. Oh, God, I'm just self-promoting like crazy tonight. I got to shut the fuck up. But yes, it's coming out this Wednesday. I can't wait. I'm just dying. I'm dying to see some footage. That teaser was fun from last November, but I don't believe that footage is going to make it to the final cut of the movie. I believe they just filmed that to be a little tease that, Art the Clown's going Christmas this time around. That's exciting. But that's all I think it's going to be. Anyways, what's going on here? Madison is saying Jake and I need to sit down and where he actually listens to my suggestions. Dear God. No, we will talk. We will talk. We'll have a little round table talking about merch, Madison. We'll do that because I want to switch stores. I want to. That's the other thing too. I'm not crazy about Teespring these days. But yes, let's sit down. Let's do it. Jake always takes everything you guys as well as people he knows in real life suggestions. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. It's very sweet. I'm always listening to you guys, always trying to make things better. And look at Erica here. You're cracking me up. Erica's throwing $2 in there and saying, Jake, Madison is a great idea. Listen to her. I will. I promise I will. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a round table talking about merch ideas and stuff here soon. We're going to make it all happen. It's going to be fun. But Erica, thank you for the $2. I really do appreciate that. And I will listen to Madison. I always do. I promise. Noah Atkinson is with us. What's up, Noah? Saying that San Diego Comic-Con announcements from Marvel Studios. You're thrilled about all these things. What about me? This is an actual hot take, man. I got some hot takes in those videos, bro. I'm telling you. You just haven't seen them yet. You don't know, Noah. I'm telling you, bro. I'm on the fence about a lot of the stuff that they're announcing right now. I don't hate the idea of the Russo brothers doing the Avengers movies. I don't. In my opinion, better choice from better choice than what the fuck is his name? Sean Levy. I don't mind Sean Levy, but I think there are better directors out there. Hot take. I don't know. I'm here for this movie I'm here for the Marvel Cinematic Universe to improve. I'm here for that. Make it happen. Make the right choices. Make some good movies, and I'll come back to the theater, and then I'll start watching these again. But a lot of it has felt exactly the same. And that bums me out. I remember the days where it was like every different movie from them kind of had its own flavor to it, and now it's all just kind of the same shtick with the same characters. And I'm just like, man, give me something fresh again. I remember when Guardians came out. When Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and I'm like, whoa, this is a really silly superhero movie. This is totally different. This is awesome. Thor was a little more like serious and badass, and then Iron Man has his own flavor to him. You know what I mean? I just said serious, and then my phone was like, oh, you stop. I did not say, hey Siri. I just did it. I did it again to myself because I'm a masochist, I guess. Anyways, Stereo Crow 1954. Love the profile picture, my dude. I got Mortal Kombat 1 to hold me over for tomorrow with the new character drop, but man, these 30. Hang on now. It's going to be a long 30 hours. I'm like, I don't know what you mean by 30. I got you. Mortal Kombat 1, dude. Yes, I'm very excited for Mortal. I still haven't played that yet, but I've heard some very good things. Oh, no, wait, that's the new Mortal Kombat that just dropped. Wait, I played like 2 seconds of that. Yeah, I haven't bought it yet. I haven't like purchased it yet. But I've heard some good things. I've heard some crazy things about the characters. Another thing I haven't been keeping up with, unfortunately. But I love the Mortal Kombat games, dude. I grew up with like Mortal Kombat Deception and like Armageddon. That's when I was like getting into video games, that era. Some excellent games there. Like, oh my God. I love those old school ones. I still play them. I don't care. Make fun of me. They're great. Excellent video games. So much fun. But I don't know. I'm hoping that we get back to that style of Mortal Kombat games, because I don't mind the new ones. They're fun. But I don't know. I think I prefer the older ones. There's something about the gameplay that I like so much. So, Mr. L is saying the director of the next Avengers doesn't matter too much to me, depending on how tight of a grip studio execs have. Fair enough, Mr. L. Very well spoken. very well said, my friend. Can't argue with that. I just hope it's good. Hope it doesn't feel like Grace Lodge, dude. It's a big thing for me. Brandon Morales is saying, I'm very happy that they rescheduled Terrifier 3 to October 11th. It was originally coming out a little later in the month. Yeah, I'm happy about that too. I know our friends over in the UK, I got a comment about this today. We're saying that they're still getting it on the 25th. I don't know if that's true or is that true? My UK friends out there, can you confirm this? I'm curious. But I know October 11th is when it's coming here in the States. And I'm very excited about it. I will be, keeping a tight lip, on these live streams, though. Let's try not to spoil it for our friends who aren't able to see it yet, because this is a big one. You know what I mean? This isn't, like Smile 2 is one thing. There's some other horror movies out there that, I'm very excited for. But let's try to, for our friends out there who aren't able to make it to the theaters, let's try not to spoil things for them, because this is a big one. This is a big one for the page. We have a lot of Terrifier fans subscribe to the page here. So on October 11th, I mean, a couple days after that, I am going to do like a spoiler stream. So we're just gonna go fucking nuts then. But on typical live streams moving past that, let's try not to just spoil everything about Terrifier 3 immediately. Josh is also saying, I wish T3 was still coming out later. Definitely not happy. It is an odd choice to put it out in October versus like a December release. I do remember when it came out, I did think that was odd, but I also think like, are they trying to do like a streaming thing as well? Like it's probably going to Screambox in December, right? That was my thoughts. I was like, okay, maybe they're releasing it theatrically in October, and then like it's gonna, Christmas time, it comes to streaming, so everyone can watch it. That was my thoughts on like what the strategy was, but that's not confirmed, obviously. I don't know. Total speculation on my part there, but I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's why they're doing it that way, because maybe releasing a Christmas movie to streaming in February isn't going to hit with audiences as much. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some idiot who talks about movies on the internet, but I'm just guessing. Marley Kai confirms. I heard it was 25 in the UK. Yeah, I got a comment about that. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Oh, and Josh is like, well, it means my team has to work harder and faster, bro. That's totally fair, Josh. I understand. You're probably, flustered trying to get this done as fast as you can. I totally understand that. That does blow, but would have been nice to have that extra 2 weeks, little time to relax, have some time to put your mind at ease. I totally get that. I hope it's coming along well though. I hope you're not feeling like you're rushed, because I hear about that and it always makes me sad. It always bums me out when I hear that VFX artists or people just working in post in general are being pushed like come on, we got to get this done. That always blows. That always makes me sad. I would hope they do a double theatrical release. I got you, like another theatrical run in December around Christmas time. Okay, I could see that. That would rock. Be a lot of fun. It's probably going to theaters for like a good couple of weeks though, right, in October. Because I'm not gonna lie, I want to see it a couple of times. I remember with T2, it was a whole thing. It was like, oh, it's only gonna be out for like a week, and then it was doing so well, they're like, okay, it's gonna be in here for another week, and then another week, and then oh my god, it ran until November almost pretty much. That was crazy last time. So I do believe this one's getting like a full theatrical run, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good. I have no official info on this, but it'd be cool to see a wide release in October, then a limited for Christmas. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Like, here's the big event, right? And then come see it again with the family. Crazy stuff. I love that though. Michael Mins, what's up? What's up, Michael? How's it going? Yes, I can answer this question for you. So, I just restarted the memberships. So you did get refunded for this month. Never had that before. That was all. Keep up the good work as always. Thank you so much, Michael. So what I ended up doing was I just revamped the whole program. So it's a brand new system. I do appreciate everyone that was supporting the page beforehand. Now I'm doing memberships where everyone gets some kind of product at the end of the day. I'm only one guy, so I just couldn't keep up with three different tiers with three different rewards. It was like it was work 24/7 and I just couldn't keep up with it. I need a day off is what I've come to terms with. I'm only human kind of thing. So I have two memberships now. It's a $5 Ghostface tier and a $10 Art the Clown tier, where if you support me at either of those tiers, you can see the horror hot takes series. It's an exclusive Patreon series that comes out every single Friday. And if you support me at the higher one, then you get more crazy shit. You get to influence the movies that I cover on that series. And I'm so sorry for the people who have been here this whole time who've heard that spiel a few times. But Michael is a former member, and he deserves to be informed. I would hate for anyone to go uninformed and be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck, Jake? What's up, bro?" And Josh has got a pretty good point there. Join the Art the Clown tier. The cool kids are at that tier, so can't argue with that. I mean, that is where the cool kids are. So there you go. Madison, make Jake have a day off. Oh, I trust me. I take all my days off with her. I always make sure to do that. Stereo Crow is saying, here's my prediction. Thanksgiving week, the movie will release on streaming VOD, and a week before Christmas week, it'll release on physical media so people can get it as a Christmas gift or something. That's actually an interesting there. How long? It probably takes a bit for physical media to roll out, though. I remember Terrifier 2. It was like not until into the next year that we got physical media. I think, unless I'm misremembering. I believe it was like February of 2023. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say it was like later into February, like early 2023 when they were starting to roll out the Terrifier 2 stuff. That's at least when I remember getting my steelbook for the film. But I don't know. Maybe it was later than that, earlier than that. I don't know. But that would be cool. It'd be cool if like around Christmas time, we got the Terrifier 3 steelbook. That would be great. I would not be complaining if we got it earlier. That's all I'm saying, that is one I'm dying to put on my shelf. And I hate to go on this old man rant, but I will say there are not a ton of movies that I want to put on my shelf from this year. If in the last, let's say, year or so for movies that I still need to buy and put on the shelf back here, Thanksgiving is one of them, and honestly, Immaculate. I think that might be it. Like, I'm gonna be real. There have been some movies this year where I was like, okay, that was cool, that was awesome, but I don't know if I would like continue to watch that again. Those are the two. Like, that's really it for me. In a Violent Nature actually was 3. Okay, that's there's 3 for you. Maybe Late Night with the Devil. Maybe. I just watched that one again and I do really like it. It's a very fun movie. So I don't know. 2024 has been a weird year. I think, I think honestly what it is I'm spoiled. Like 2022 and 2023 were just, in my opinion, lots of movies that worked for me across the board. There's so many that just blew me away and I'm like, let's fucking go, dude. Like, rock on. So I'm hoping that some more movies in 2024, I feel the need to be like, I got to put that on the shelf. 2022 was a year where it was back-to-back movies where I'm like, I need to have that. That was awesome. Like X, Pearl, Barbarian, which still doesn't have a physical release, by the way. Smile was great. Terrifier 2. So many good movies from that year. And same thing with 2023. And Josh, yes, I've been talking a little bit about Shelby Oaks from Chris Stuckman. I know you worked on that film, which is dope. I'm dying to see this one as well. I heard it had a pretty good premiere at Fantasia Film Fest. I want to say it did. I remember hearing some good things. And yes, I do think I'll be into this one. I hear it mixes found footage with just like a normal filming. That's not the right term for it, but you know what I mean. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this film too. I've been watching Chris since I was like super young, so it's wild to see him, an Ohio boy too, fucking kill it. So and make it happen. So I'm very, very happy for him, man. Can't wait to see that one. Chris Stuckman's horror movie, if you guys have not heard about that. Yeah, Shelby Oaks. Exciting stuff. Kyle Scumberg, have I seen the trailer or have I seen Oddity? Madison, if you're still watching, we got to see this movie. I meant to go this weekend. So much came up this weekend. Like, we've been preparing for so many little things that are going on that I can't tell you guys about yet. But yes, I do want to see this one. Meant to see it this weekend. I'm gonna make it happen at some point because I do want to watch this. I've heard some people say, no, this is really scary. This is a terrifying horror film. It's from the same director that did this film called Caveats that I really enjoyed. A really good movie over on Shudder, I believe, if you have not seen it. So yes, I will be checking this one out very soon here. It looks creepy. I love all the photos that have come out from it. This creepy wooden like mannequin looking thing hanging out at like a kitchen table. Some creepy images from this one. Josh is saying it had a great premiere. I did a ton of work on Shelby Oaks. You were on the ground floor for that one. Very nice. You know, I gotta ask, Josh, because you're so cool and you work on so many cool movies. Did you meet Mike Flanagan while working on this, or was he just kind of laissez-faire? I don't know. You know, I don't know what the situation is. I wasn't there, but I gotta ask because I love Mike Flanagan. I'm a big fan of his work, and hearing that he was an executive producer, I believe, on the film was really exciting stuff. Hear that Chris Stuckman was like courting all these like big fucking people. Neon is distributing the film. It's like, oh my god, it's really exciting. It's awesome, great stuff. Ty Lee is saying Longlegs sequel should be Longlegs haunts and torments Lee and the other girl from the dead via nightmares and other messed up crap. Do we want a Longlegs sequel though? Like, doesn't that kind of feels like a one-off? I don't know. I mean, again, you know, maybe we have some arguments there, but I don't know. For me, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I will say, Longlegs has some really fun elements to it. I didn't care for the film because I just like the marketing campaign is totally misleading. And that always bums me out. Big pet peeve of mine when it comes to horror films. But I did like a lot of elements to it, and I had a good time. I had a good time with it for the most part. I just, you know, that third act is like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean that was what was going on the whole time? It's crazy. But it's still up here, man. I'm still thinking about it all this time later, so. Josh is saying he was involved from a distance. He was editing House of Usher. That did just come out. That's a good point. Interesting. Okay. Fantastic. That's like a bucket list. Want to meet that guy before the lights go out, you know? So I love his work so much. A lot of his Netflix shows are great. I just watched Hush again. Hush is so good. Such an excellent home invasion movie. Great stuff from him. But that's very cool. It's very cool that he was involved with the project nonetheless. Brandon is saying that I know that Thanksgiving was a successful movie, so will there be a second movie to it? If yes, will it release in 2025? Dude, yes and yes. So it's already been announced after the first one had, you know, made some money. It wasn't like, you know, Scream 5 successful. Didn't like blow the fucking roof off or nothing, but it made some money. I think it was like $45 million, I want to say, and I think it only had like an $11 million budget. Big question mark there. I am excited for what they do next. But yeah, it did make some money, had a little bit of success, and they're going to try to make a sequel. So I'm here for it, man. Run it. Thanksgiving was a lot of fun. Some great kills, some great moments. Excellent stuff. Oh, Josh, you're gonna want to fucking kill me here. I still have not seen Street Trash. I've heard very good things about this movie, though. I've heard so many things about this, and I just never got around to it. But you know, Josh, this and that fucking movie you sent me the other day, I'm sitting down and I'm watching like right now. It's been a nutty couple of weeks for old Jake, but I'm sitting down and I'm watching these damn movies because, oh my god, that's another dude. I haven't thought about that in so long. I've had that recommended to me a long time ago. Someone was like, dude, you gotta watch this one. It's awesome. Gotta put that on the list. A lot of blind spots, man. Crazy stuff. But a remake, rock on. I haven't seen it, but hell yeah. You don't need to see the original Street Trash. I don't. It's bad, but you say, but we need a remake. It's overrated. I've never seen it, so I don't know. But funny nonetheless. Okay, all right, remake. Rock on. It's just a box to check. That's funny. Nightfall 3D, thanks for the $10, man. Appreciate you. I will never understand how found footage became a genre after Blair Witch. The very concept behind which implies the storytelling technique should have only worked once. You know, it's interesting. That's an interesting take. You know, there are a lot of people who would agree with you, Nightfall 3D. A lot of people would say that found footage only works if you really believe, that what's happening on screen is is real to some capacity, or there's not necessarily like a narrative that's being driven. It's just like, here's this awful shit that's happening that feels more real down to earth. But here's the thing: the Blair Witch is, in my opinion, which kind of works with what you're saying, but also kind of doesn't. It's one of those movies that is in its own little realm of subgenre. Like, that movie works because of when it came out and how it was marketed. That's the only reason it works. That's why it is what it is. Found footage after that realized we can't do that again. We can't pull that wool over people's eyes. Other films have tried and failed. Some found ways to reinvent it. If it's Cloverfield, having a really cryptic trailer that played before Transformers and didn't even offer a title, which was crazy. It's like, what's up with that? But found footage has been pushed to being narrative driven nowadays. And some films have tried to experiment with that or try something in a different vein, like The Outwaters. If you saw that from, I believe that was last year. It's another movie that feels like you literally just picked up a camera out of the desert and started watching shit on it. It's not really narrative focused, but there are characters on screen and shit is happening to them. I can't get into movies like that. I don't know. That's just not my cup of tea. I have to care about the people on screen. I have to be invested in what's happening, or I'm going to lose interest. Some people just want to show you crazy bullshit that has no real explanation behind it, and that's why it's scary. And I get that. But I don't know. A lot of these movies don't work for me. This is a film, again, that maybe my greatest horror hot take is that I just am not crazy about the Blair Witch Project. It is considered a horror classic. It is not for me, man. It is just not my cup of tea at all. I don't know. I don't care about the characters. It's just three people screaming in the woods for me. I'm so sorry. For those who like it, though, rock on. Hell yeah. I'm so happy for you. I do love cryptic energy, in horror films, but to a point. There's a point where it's just nonsense, right? I need something. I need something to sink my teeth into. It's like just having sauce and no chicken nuggets to dip it into. You know what I mean? There's no substance there. It just tastes good. But the Blair Witch Project, you can't deny how crazy it is. You know what I mean? You can't deny the situation and how the marketing was. It's the best marketing campaign for a horror film of all time. No doubt about it. There's nothing is ever going to top that. They convinced people it was real. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But in 2024, I would argue it is not effective, which is maybe my hot take. But Nightfall, some hot takes all around. And stuff I don't necessarily disagree with. Like, I think you have a point to the idea of, what is found footage nowadays? Like, does a narrative-driven found footage movie, is that an oxymoron? Is that a juxtaposition that doesn't necessarily work, that compromises the whole concept? I get what you're saying. But I don't mind it. I don't mind narrative-driven found footage flicks where that's just used as a style choice, personally. But that's just my opinion. Everyone's got a different take, and I love it. Nightfall 3D, thank you for the $10. A very interesting comment. I really like that. So a very interesting point to argue there for sure. Isaac Barrymore throwing $5 out there, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a bunch. I don't know why I'm punching the screen right now, but I sure am. So hyped for the Terrifier 3 trailer. Dude, me too. I am over the moon about it. I cannot wait. I'm so hyped. It's going to be a very exciting day on Wednesday. I cannot, dude, counting the seconds until then. Someone was just saying it's going to be a long 30 hours. They got the Mortal Kombat going to keep them distracted until then. I got some videos lined up for you guys tomorrow, so that, again, to ease the pain of the wait, right? I got a little update video coming out tomorrow on Scream 7, The Strangers Chapter 2, and what was the other thing? I Know What You Did Last Summer. So that's going to be a fun one. Lots of exciting little updates there. And then I also have a new gaming video going up on GullGotha, which if you have not subscribed to my gaming channel, go check that out. I know, Jake, shut up, stop self-promoting, but hey, we got a lot of fun things in the works. I'm just excited about it all. So Terrifier 3 trailer, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Your boy will be breaking it down on Wednesday. Stop on by and let's talk about it. Give me your thoughts on what we're able to see, the peek behind the curtain on Art the Clown's Christmas. Isaac, thanks for the 5, man. I am right there with you. I'm so excited. Josh is also saying Cannibal Holocaust OG found footage. Yes, there are a few found footage movies that came out before Blair Witch, which are very interesting films. Cannibal Holocaust is one of the most popular, but I also love the McPherson tape, which is a very interesting movie. I personally enjoy it, but again, that's another one where I enjoy it because of when it came out. Is it, like a brilliant blow your mind horror film? I don't know about that, but it is a found footage horror flick about aliens, and it's really interesting. It is a really interesting pre-Blair Witch found footage flick that I really enjoy. I think I like it because it's a time capsule of horror history. Like that's why I would watch Blair Witch again, right? It's a time capsule of horror history. Same with Cannibal Holocaust has those elements to it as well. Yeah, Josh is saying Blair Witch is very time sensitive. I do agree. I've heard of this film, Victor Cruz, Noroi the Curse, great found footage. I don't think I've seen that one. What's the Gonjim Asylum or whatever, though? I have seen that one. It's like, I can't remember what it's called. Gonjim Haunted Asylum. It's basically like, what is that other movie? Damn, it's Grave Encounters, basically. It's just another version of Grave Encounters, essentially, but it's really good. It's really scary. It's got some great moments to it. That is an excellent little flick there. Underrated. That's a post Blair Witch though. So I love found footage movies though. Don't get me wrong. I love a lot of those. Josh is saying when it was released, it had a full ass documentary on TV that was passed as real. Then the film came out. Yeah, listen, man. Listen, no hate towards the Blair Witch. That marketing campaign is fucking impressive. That's crazy shit. But the film's just not for me. I'll be real. I don't know. Nowadays, knowing it's fake, it's just shatters the illusion. That's all. So it has this extra validation, and people thought they were seeing this unveiled haunted snuff film, dude. And yeah, I imagine if I had seen it in 1999, with under the illusion, under the spell of the marketing, it would have totally worked for me. I probably would have been in love with it. And I imagine that's why some people still are, is because they had that haunting experience with it in theaters when they first saw it. And they're just like, what happened to those people? What is this footage? It's messed up that they would play this in theaters. I've heard all the takes, and I've heard everyone talking about it. And I'm like, yeah, I can't disagree with you. Like that probably was a super disturbing experience, but my first experience with it was knowing it was fake and just being like, wow, that's an hour and 48 minutes of people screaming in the woods. That's crazy. But I don't know. I do respect it. It's awesome stuff. But just my take. That's all. ASMR Nocturnal is saying, I stand by it, Jake. All Hallows Eve art is the scariest in my opinion. The TV scene and car chase scene was wild. Oh, some very terrifying sequences there for sure. The car chase is excellent. I remember, when I had seen All Hallows Eve for the first time, I just watched Terrifier for the first time. When that had come to Netflix, then I was like, oh my God, I gotta, what else has this guy done? And then I watched All Hallows Eve, and I think my favorite part of it was the car chase sequence. That is just it's so scary. He just pops out of the back and he's just hanging out. Ooh. But I do love me some David Howard Thornton, so can't argue with that. Josh Petrino's got to get back to Terrifier 3. Hey, man, good luck. Kill it over there, and we can't wait to see the movie on October 11th. I'm so sorry it's not coming out on the 25th. for your sake. But thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Good luck on the film. If you could look over my shoulder at the scene I'm working in with art, dude. I'm so excited. Josh, when you're not crazy busy, we got to get in touch. I want to hit you up talking about some other things as well. Good luck with all that though. I know you're busy, so I'm just, get your shit done. I understand. But we'll get in touch sometime soon, man. So good luck on all that. I can't wait to see it. I'm dying here. I'm dying. Can't wait. Ty Lee is saying, what if art uses Vicky and prior victims to kill, like The Exorcist 3 with the Gemini killer using the older women to kill? Ooh. I like that. I've always loved The Exorcist 3. I think it's great. I think it's super great stuff. Just real quick, Ty, am I still going to New Jersey Horror Con? I'm a big maybe on that, dude. I do want to meet up with you. I do want to say hey. I'm going to try to stop by though. I'm going to be in New York that weekend though, or in the week. So I want to shoot down to New Jersey if possible. So no promises, but I'm going to try. I'm going to absolutely try to be there Friday. I think I saw that you were there all weekend. So if you're there Friday, I'm going to try to be there. Fingers crossed for sure. I know you got to get going. So that's why I wanted to prioritize that real quick. But the Gemini killer, I do like this idea of art being able to have some kind of possession ability upon other people, other characters, whatever. So in terms of that, I actually believe we're on. I think you're getting onto something here, man. Because with Vicky in this sequence, you'll notice she looks like a zombie, dude. She looks like she's not alive anymore. So I do think you're onto something. I think whatever the entity is that Damien has been talking about for such a long time now, there's something going on there. You know what I mean? He's possessing. This thing is possessing. Victoria Hayes here was, taking the form of the little pale girl. I forgot how to take the picture off of the screen. There we go. Now I believe he's possessing the potentially dead body of Victoria Hayes. This is another theory I want to pitch at some point in the future when I have some more things figured out. But I honestly think that Victoria might have died giving birth to Art the Clown's head and then is just like reanimated by this thing. I don't know, but I'm very much so into it. I like this idea of The Exorcist 3 using that Exorcist 3 idea for Terrifier. That could be fun. That is, in my opinion, the only good Exorcist sequel too. That's a hill I'm gonna have to die on. That is such a great time, a very interesting movie, a very different movie than the original The Exorcist, but so good nonetheless. It's kind of like Halloween. It's kind of Halloween 3 to The Exorcist a bit. Like it's got elements of that original flick, but it is definitely its own thing. But I love it, man. Oh, it's good stuff. Drinking out of my Pennywise mug today. God, I need to watch it again. I watched the first one recently, but I would love to watch Chapter 2 again at some point. It's weird. I saw Chapter 2 in theaters like maybe 3 or 4 times, and then I never watched it again. I really it was one of those movies that grew on me. The first time I watched it, I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. And then a couple more watches, I'm like, okay, there's some good stuff there. I don't hate that. I feel that I start to love more things about movies the more I watch them, though. Honestly, there are bad movies I've seen a lot now because I think it's really funny to watch bad movies, and I've come to like them. Piranha 3D is one where I'm like, that's a bad movie, but I really enjoyed it. Dear God, that was fun. So I don't know. That one grew on me a little bit, but I don't know. The horror community I remember was pretty iffy on that flick. Stereo Crow is saying, I knew somewhat about Terrifier, but I never checked it out because I always heard the negative reception it got. Finally cracked when I saw the tots. Okay. The bloodbath figure bed of how cool it looked. Hell yeah. I felt like Danny DeVito in that one meme when I saw the movie when he was like, oh my God, I get it. Oh, from Always Sunny. Yes. Dude, that is such a great moment in Always Sunny. Oh my God. It almost makes me cry. It's so wonderful. What a scene. But fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, Terrifier, you know what? It's interesting about that movie because when I first saw it, I'm like, that was so much fun, but it had no story. And the more I've watched it, the more I've really come around to it. I've been like, man, you know what? This is a really fun flick. I see why it captures people's attention so much. I think it's because of two things, right? It completely, it sacrifices story to evade expectations, right? That's a big thing it does that it doesn't work for a lot of people, but I get it. I get why they went down that route. And then it really just cements its killer. It's like, this is a cool fucking killer. That is what that movie is trying to say. That's what that movie is trying to do. And because of that, I would say Art the Clown is an icon now. We have, there's Art the Clown merch there. He's an icon of horror. People recognize this fucking guy. He's a meme over on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever. And I think, honestly, a lot of people are like, it's because of that second film. All the memes are from the second movie. Dude, it's because of the first flick, man. It's because you grabbed so many people by having that movie on Netflix immediately. I mean, I remember when that dropped on Netflix. I was working, I was starting to work, I think that was 2016. Or no, when that dropped on, I swear I was working at the shop then. I remember I was getting into working as an electrician then, and someone at work had said dude, there's this new movie called Terrifier on Netflix. You gotta see it. And I remember putting it on and just being like, this is awesome. Oh my God. That's the most brutal horror movie I've seen in such a long time. So yeah, dude, no, I had a very similar revelation as someone who was like, man, I want some gory horror. Everything's jump scare, this and that, whatever. But as you dive deeper into, the space of horror and watching some of the more weirder movies that come out, it's there are a lot of really gory movies. There's a movie that comes out every year that scratches an itch, but some people just miss them. That's really what it ends up being. Or, something just wasn't as big as something else. It's interesting how that works though, but you follow it closer and you're like, wow, there really is. There's a wide array of shit out there, man. You just don't realize it. Yo, Dylan and Luke, how's it going, fellas? What's up? Are you guys are at Fantasia, right? Damn. Jake, if you like Wolf Cop, check out Dark Match. Just saw it at Fantasia Fest. It's dope as heck. Bro, that's awesome. I'm so jealous. Did you didn't happen to see Shelby Oaks, did you? Did you get into that screening? I'm just curious. That's what I'm really excited about. That's like the only flick that I know is premiering there. So that's all I got. But dude, enjoy. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I hope you guys are having fun. That's awesome. It's badass stuff. Dylan stealing me away as always. Sorry, Madison. Sorry about all that. That's funny. Nerdy Mastermind is saying, I don't know about an icon. I can show a picture of Freddy and Jason, and my grandma knows who they are. She wouldn't know Art the Clown. Your grandma might not, but I don't know if you've been on... Listen, here's my thing. I've been saying it for a while. I'm like, listen, Art is an instant icon, and a lot of people have disagreed with me, and that's all good in the hood, bro. But here's the thing. Art the Clown's a meme now, bro. Like, you can't go on TikTok without seeing that fucking thing of Art the Clown, where it's like, it's that silly song, and it's Art the Clown at that one scene in Terrifier 2, like putting all the shit on the table. It's a meme, bro. As soon as it's a meme, that's when it's instantly recognizable. So, Art the Clown is a fresh icon, right? Freddy Krueger is a 40-year-old icon. We're talking two different ball games for sure, but icon nonetheless. So, Art the Clown's up there, man. I love it. I love that my generation has, not really my generation, I'm fucking old now, but I love that right now there is a horror icon on the rise. You know what I mean? Like, I can't name too many from the thousands. Jigsaw, Jeepers Creepers, but then, that was created by a pedophile, so that's not really one to celebrate, right? And that fucking sucks. So I don't know. There's a lot of, it's cool to see like Art the Clown being like, fuck yeah, dude. Here's a horror icon in the 2020s. Bang on, bro. Rock on horror, Hopefully Johnny from In a Violent Nature can reach that status too one day, but not now. Definitely not that one. So, Art might kill people is my prediction for Terrifier 3. That's a pretty good prediction, dude. I wouldn't bet against it. I wouldn't at all. What is your profile picture, bro? I love this. Is that like, that's a dude with stars in his eyes? Stars in his eyes. Jukebox hero. I just saw Foreigner live, bro. Foreigner was awesome live. Wow, that derailed. Hell yeah, though. Rock on. I love the profile picture. People can deny it, but Art is becoming an icon. If he isn't one already, it is happening. Look, man, I'm just saying there's memes, there's people who don't know Terrifier who are talking about him, and that to me is like icon status. My girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend, she's amazing. She's wonderful, but I did just show her Terrifier 2 for the first time. So I will say that she's a little inexperienced when it comes to horror movies. Madison showed me those memes before I even knew about them. So I think that says something, man. That says something. Icon status is obviously something that's arguable, of course, but I will say I think Art the Clown is slowly but surely getting there if he's not already there. So it's an interesting thing. It's very arguable either way. I think you guys can tell which side of the coin I land on, but it's an interesting thing nonetheless to see Art the Clown's rise of power right now. He's very much so got a chokehold on the horror community. The other thing too is I've only been to a few horror conventions, but maybe it's just my experience, but I have seen like 60% of the people, and I'm saying like this is not hyperbole, this is not an exaggeration by any means. 60% of the people that I've seen at horror conventions are wearing Art the Clown merchandise. And it's kind of crazy. It's like, holy shit, no way, dude. And there's a lot of Scream people too. Like I would say maybe like the other, like a good 20%, 30%. Maybe are wearing like some Scream stuff. And then there's like 10% of all the like the really niche ones. Like I've seen some Phantasm shirts, but that's whoa, that's crazy. I've seen one or two of those, right? That's awesome. But I love it. I love that. I love that Terrifier it's an exciting thing, right? So it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It makes me happy, man. Nerdy Mastermind's also saying, has Chris Nash said anything about In a Violent Nature 2? Give the movie at least $15 million budget and market it more. That is a real franchise. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, dude. I could totally see a sequel to that happening. And I do agree. I think a budget increase would greatly improve that movie. You know, I've seen it twice now, and if there's any crack that I'm starting to notice, if there's any like crack forming, not shattering the illusion, right? But if there's anything I'm starting to notice about it, it is the fact that it is a little low budget. I noticed it more the second time around, but I don't mind. See, I don't mind that though. I like low budget horror for sure, but it is there. It is there a little bit. I noticed it a bit more the second time around, but I do agree. If it had a bigger budget, it would be something really, really, really special. Not that the first one's not, of course. Hey Jake, what's up, bro? You are jacked. Holy shit! Look at the muscles on that mouse. God damn. Listen, you know, I am the king of the rats, but you're like the lieutenant. You know what I mean? You're like, holy shit, you're first in command when it comes to the rat army that I lead. That's what they look like, you know? You know that scene in Game of Thrones where they have like I can't remember what they're called, but it's all the army dudes and like the guy cuts off the guy's nipple and he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, yeah, cut off my nipple. I don't care. This mouse or rat would do the same thing, I imagine. Dear God, that's amazing. That's my favorite profile picture of the night. Great stuff. Erica is saying, hey Ray. Love it. Hey Ray, how you doing? Greg Bruckner's got to go see on the next live. I'll be live Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to start winding down here because it is time to chill, time to vibe out. It's almost 9 o'clock at night where I'm at. Jake's got another early day tomorrow, so I'm going to start getting to sleep because I'm an old man. Oh my God. But yes, I cannot wait. I'm very excited for this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, join me Wednesday for some big stuff on Terrifier 3. It's going to be fun. I have a big update video coming tomorrow. Hopefully a gaming video tomorrow, you know, fingers crossed. I don't know. I also want to say, a massive thank you to everyone who joined the memberships tonight. It has been this has been a scary month, if I'm being real. You know, getting rid of the memberships, redoing them, and this stream has given me an immense amount of faith that the system is going to work. You just got to trust the process. Thank you to everyone for the super chats tonight. Thank you to everyone who became members. I can't say it enough. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm living the dream right now, and it's because of you. So thank you. This has been so much fun, and I will continue to improve this page and make it the best it can possibly be. Just know that. More good stuff is coming. This is just, you know, part of a big improvement plan that I'm working to implement this year. And, you know, hopefully by the time we get to the end of 2024, this is one of the best horror channels on YouTube. Like that's the goal. That has always been the goal. And, you know, where we're going to make shit even crazier moving forward. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate you guys. Join me live Friday night for a little Terrifier 3 excitement stream. We're building up hype for Terrifier 3 as it comes out in October. So join me for that stream. And again, Wednesday, big video on the Terrifier 3 trailer. You will see it here first and foremost. So thank you guys again. As always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.